Alright, just hopping back in here, check the audio, make sure that's all good to go. Sounds like I can hear myself. Awesome. Cool. So, decided to hop back into this game. I know we have an update coming out later this year, so I have a ton of work that I want to get done. And the game that I normally stream, like I don't know, it's mostly done. I could definitely get in and do more stuff, but I'm not entirely worried about that right now. There's a lot of cool stuff on here that I want to check out. And while I'm at my hometown here, I need to stop by and look at one of my other bases to get a feel for how exactly I set up the lighting. Because I want to do the same thing on my other base that is over by the hub city. It's about, I don't know, 3-4 kilometers from here. It's a good distance. Yeah, as you can see, this is kind of under construction. I'd like to get that finished at some point. But the base I need to go check out is one that I actually just finished. Easy there, nurse. Well, I guess here's the prison base. This is almost done. I realized that I made a mistake in my pit here that goes around the outside. It needs to actually be one wider than that because the zombies keep trying to get across there. But this is the base that I'm talking about that I need to check its lighting. Looks like I'm gonna have to take care of a few zombies real quick. Oops. My aim is absolutely terrible. Nothing really of value there. Stop breaking stuff. I went through and replaced all the glass in that building. I'm just going to use my club. My aim is awful. I've been playing a lot of other first-person shooters, and they all come with aim assist. 7 Days does not have any of that going on. Oh, he's still alive. I'm all trying to loot him. I thought he was dead. Oop. I was like, of course, as soon as I am trying to leave town, I'm going to have a wandering horde just kind of hanging out with me here. I am overheating. There we go. A couple blood bags. Alright, now I just need to get rid of this guy, because he's going to mess up everything in here. What are you stuck on? There he goes. There we go. Come on, get outside. Where'd he? Oh, there he is. Okay. Hopefully no more interruptions. So I'm not going to pull this in here to park, but this is the little parking garage that I made for this base. fairly unnecessary, but I thought it looked kind of neat. Just a little space to pull up. Got a couple of safes. I don't think there's anything in this one over here. But yeah, just keep some supplies for repairs and whatnot. Yeah, I just need to get to the inside here and check out how exactly I set this lighting up. It has been a while since I've played this save file. Okay, so just blocks. Three lights to a side, one in each corner. Okay. It's not too bad. And this is what it looks like from the top here. Went around and updated all my spotlights, gave them a bit of protection. Basically, I just had spotlights sitting on top of those posts, and it looked kind of odd. So I wanted to fix that up. This works out pretty well. Even without the mining helmet on, it's reasonably well lit. Okay. Okay. Not too bad. Hopefully I can remember how all that goes when I get over there. Alright. 2 blocks in between each light. Okay. Because I think the dimensions are the same on the other base. I'm pretty sure that I have enough spotlights over there to go and get that taken care of. Oh man, so yeah, just I'd end up like I've done a bunch of stuff on this save file. I think I've got like 6 or 7 different bases on here. And I kind of came to the realization that I kind of just wrapped a few of them up before they were completely finished. Just got to the point in the building process where it was like, I want to be done and I just want to use this base. But now I've just been going around kind of updating things, making them look a bit nicer. I'm going to add a like little parking garage to this other base as well, but it will be underground. So let's see how that works. I'd still like to put, I'd like to put like a glass roof over it. I'm really into using all of the glass blocks and lights and things. I might like the lights a bit too much. Kind of overdid it on the prison build. I think when I was done, I had about 230 lights in the place, and it's a bit much for the PlayStation to handle. Like, it is actually crashing my game while I was over there working on it. No zombies or anything, just totally crashed. When I would like look around, you could see the frame loss. It's pretty bad. So now I've got a base with 1 million lights on it, and they're all turned off. Right, so this town that I'm coming up on right here was actually the town I started in this game. Got my old spike pit starter base. Very simple, very effective early game. Once you start getting a lot of cops, though, it's not entirely fun to use. Because if they blow up, I didn't really leave a whole lot of space to run around and get away from that explosion. but early on it's not really all that necessary. You can see my old tree farm, and then the little garden I had. Just hop off real quick. So that's the old base. Just, very simple. Just like zombies fall in the pit, land on the spikes. You stand in there and just like club them through the pillars. Pretty straightforward. And then to save myself some time, like this trip over to the hub city used to take about 3 hours in game to actually make it there. Let me turn that back on. And then I built this somewhat sketchy bridge. I should have put the railings on the outside. It would have made it a bit easier to get across without the fear of falling off. But this is another thing that I kind of just like rushed through. And really all the pillars holding this thing up are not upgraded, they're just wooden frames. So yeah, that's probably not the best of ideas, because if a zombie were to come up and just like hit a few of those frames down, the thing would collapse. Luckily I've not had that issue yet, but definitely next time I build a bridge I'm going to take a lot more care and time with it. Yeah, making this little shortcut here probably saved me about 2.5 in-game hours worth of travel time. And when I was doing construction on my base that I have over here, oh my gosh, I made so many trips back and forth because I had all my crafting stuff at that last base I just showed you. And I was just constantly making trips back and forth to get supplies and things like that. And this base is the next one on my list for renovation. Just kind of like the barbed wire setup. I have a free fall pit around the center, which I'm not a huge fan of. I've actually fallen in that a few times on a horde night. Yeah, I ended up putting in my mini bike entrance. This is my tree farm. The trees, like I dug this out to bedrock, and then the trees would have been above the surface here. So I had to build up and give them space to grow. It works out pretty well. Should probably cut those down at some point, just haven't been over here in a long time to use it. But yeah, the base that I'm actually working on is out here in the desert. Kind of something that I did in this game is whenever I was in need of a certain type of resource, I would go build a base in that biome. So for this one, I needed a lot of sand, so I was like, I'll go to the desert. And just like build one out there. And it works out pretty well. Let's see, is this the... I think this is the way through. It's been a while. Oh, here we go, here we go. Oops. Did not see that zombie. Yeah, I hopped on a little bit before the stream and was trying to go mine some nitrate up. I've done so much mining on this game, I've been having a hard time kind of finding some of those resources. It's like digging around in the snow biome and actually ran into coal. It's like, I don't need coal, I've got like, 7,000 coal at the base and no nitrate. I've been needing some of that for a while. I wonder if this is an airdrop. I normally mark the airdrops with a little tent symbol, yeah. There's so many that I just haven't gone to pick up. Oh cool, I left myself some space in here. Might as well take a peek and see what we got. Alright. Might as well. Let's use that. There. I'm immune to infection. Alright, got that marker showing up. Should be getting reasonably close. And honestly, it's been so long since I've logged back in here. Kind of not sure what stage in the reconstruction process I'm at. So I just kind of grabbed like a bunch of supplies and headed this way. I know I have some over here still, but just want to make sure I didn't run out, especially concrete. I need so much concrete. Oh, there we go. So, okay, so last time I was here, I extended the concrete out, which is nice. I did some of the work on that. I really hope I have iron bars here. I hope I did not leave those out. Looks like I had a wandering horde come through. Neat. Yeah, this is kind of just where I've got my supplies stashed for the meantime. What do we got? Okay, absolutely glad I grabbed some concrete, spotlights, iron bars. Okay, that's not too bad. Seems like I'll have most of the things that I need. What do we have here? Food. Okay. Drop off these schematics. I definitely don't need those. Oh yeah, and I went ahead and brought some ammo and weapons. I have a horde coming up in like, I think 4 days. And I did not want to have to leave again. Last time I had a horde come up, I had to go back to my base to take it on because I had all my guns over there. I do not want to have to do that again. Oh, nice. I don't even know if that's going to be enough though. 44. Street lamps. That should be good. Well, I might take some of that. Yeah, this still needs a lot of work. I'm going to put the mini bike entrance somewhere right around in here. I'll end up having to change this up. Probably make the top all concrete. Man, I should probably go clean these bodies up, honestly. Oh, looks like I actually came through and got the loot at least. Bunch of junk. like as I'm cleaning this up, I'm probably gonna get another wandering horde or something. Oops. Just deleted that loot. Hey, what is that? Oh. Yeah, I don't generally do the animal challenges. I mean, if I'm going out hunting for the day or something, I might take one of the deer ones or something. But other than that, I'm not really too worried about those. I don't even know that I really need many more skill points. Oh, I'll definitely take that water. Alright, so what I'm looking at here, I need to put the iron bars out. Basically all of these, the top of these columns has to go. That's where I'll be setting up all the lights. And I'm probably going to reconfigure the spotlights up there depending on how this looks after I finish that up. Oops. Right. Let's see how we can do this. So I did get the hallway finished up. I guess that's one bonus here. And I do have this space down here. I'm never actually down here during the horde night. I just put the pillars there so the zombies wouldn't have anything to beat on once they got to the spikes. Yeah, pretty much just hang out up here and shoot down upon them. Let's go to this side. Looks like I'm gonna actually have to hop down and put the bars on from the other side. Yeah, that's probably gonna be easiest. Oh man. Bit rusty, it has been a while. Just build me a little place where I can stand and put all these down. Hey Jedi Ethan, what's up, man? I absolutely remember you. How have you been? Right on. Glad to hear it. I have just been super busy myself. Just like with the job hunt and everything. Just finished up my degree, and I'm just trying to find a job where I can actually use it. And I really hope I'm putting these on the right way. Yeah, we're good. Oops, too far. Yeah, I'm hoping when I'm done this should actually look pretty nice. Be a bit more well lit. The spotlights on top don't really cover a ton of space. Wasting bars. That's no good. Don't really have anywhere super close that I could go make some more. The other base that I drove by earlier, I do have like forges and all that stuff. There's no resources in there. Took it all out when I moved over to the city that I'm at now. Make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so yeah, that'll have to be here. I'm gonna go a little bit slower than I just was because I don't want to waste any more of these. Too many left. Should be in the clear as far as having enough. Oh yeah, definitely good. This is always sad when you have to tear one of these down. Alright. Oops. Definitely been a while since I've played this. Got it like all over the place. Nice. And this is kind of what I'm thinking. I was trying to figure out spacing for lighting up here. Because I'm pretty sure once I get the lights down there, I'm not really going to need these ones up here. So I think what I might do is put the street lamps right here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I might even have enough. I think I have like 44 of them or something like that. I'm going to do this overheating. Go ahead and fix that. Should be good. Oh geez, where's the entrance? There we go. Oh, thanks, man. It's very similar to one of my other bases, and I've kind of been going around to all of my old bases and just updating them. What's this? Okay. But yeah, I just realized there were things that I had kind of left unfinished. I would like this to look nicer. It's like what I'll end up doing is I'll do like a base preview once I'm done. Just do like a show the base off, do a horde night. Yeah, I need to get all of this prep work finished up before they give us the new update. I think it's still going to be a little bit, but I have a lot of work to do. Right. I did not bring the spotlights. That was a bad idea. What I should do is just build like a temporary walkway so I can just walk across that while I'm all running back and forth. Spotlights. I'm actually not going to need those or those right now. Should be done with those. What else? I can drop those off. I might as well use one of those. Keep running over my own spikes. Do I have the ramps? I do have the ramps. And then this is the longest part of this whole process. So all of these pillars are upgraded concrete. So to auger all of them down. Another thing I'm going to do is put in temporary supports, just in case that I take out too many pillars at one time. It should not fall. It'd probably be fine either way, but better safe than sorry. I don't feel like losing that many resources right now. Noise. Yeah, absolutely glad to have the 600 auger going. Makes reasonably short work of this. Oops, too far. Okay, so the light itself is a support. I just gotta remember how I had all this set up. I want to say it was like that. I think once I get the corner sorted out here, it should be fine. Is that how I did that? I know I'm like asking a question people who were not here when I actually set this up the first time. Oh no, get off there. Constantly taking trap damage. My own traps are too good. Okay. Pretty sure that's the right way. Like just out of reach. I think once I get this, get one of these set up, I should be good to go after that. So I think I had 2 in that light. This is going to be the toughest part, is trying to sort out the exact measurements for everything. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Just cap off the spike so I can't take damage. There we go. I'm gonna have a light here. Should have a block there. Really don't want to have to drive back to the other base to check this out. Oh, you know what? Give me one moment. I think I actually took a photo of it one time. To the archive! Maybe not. So I was setting it up. I think the dimensions just might be different. One too light, one too light, one too light, too light. That's it right there. This block's actually going to be right here. Alright. Yeah, sorry about the, just like looking back and forth constantly. So I should only have 3 lights in the middle here. Kind of wondering if that's supposed to be a light. Yeah, this might be something I kind of have to come back to. It's like the spacing just isn't working out the same. So I think it actually might be slightly different size than my other base. So if it's even off by like 1 block, this isn't going to work out the same. Thank you for your patience, for everyone who is hanging out watching me fail at doing this. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I think my other base is 15 and not 13. I think that's it. That's why it's not working out. Try to help myself out here. Maybe if I start on either corner and then work my way in, it should help sort itself out. Those dogs. Oh, yeah. Let's go up top and take a look. Oops. Yeah, the dogs are one of the more annoying ones that you have to deal with. But they do have a good habit of killing themselves on the spikes, so that's not bad. That one's down. What are you doing, dog? This is the advantage of having a base set up like this. You just stand up here totally protected. It's great on Horde Night. It's great on Wandering Hordes. Doesn't help that I have poor aim. And they just keep coming. Do it, dogs. Tempted to head down there and skin them all up when this is done, but honestly I don't really need the leather. Sells really well though. Is that it? Okay. Dog Horde's a bit easier to kind of deal with than a Wandering Horde. They die pretty quickly. I don't know that I ever turned that other lamp on. Let's turn this on. I'm gonna be upset if I'm not able to reach it. And these are mainly just to help protect the lights, just in case a cop shoots this way. I don't want to have to deal with them destroying spotlights that are so costly in this game. Okay, so those are good. I don't know why, but this spacing is going to drive me nuts. I'm pretty sure I should have a light right there. But why, game? Why doesn't this match? My apologies. I had assumed this would be much simpler. It's like, oh, I've already done this. It should be no problem at all. I think that was it right there. One in the center. Okay. I think that's actually it. Let's check and hope that I'm not horribly wrong here. Alright. Here's hoping this is accurate. I think what I did is put these out here, mainly just for looks. And right. I hope we get the ability to actually aim the lights with the next update. One thing I definitely need to grab are those iron bars again. I forgot I put iron bars in front to protect them. As we eat a little veggie stew. As we eat a couple veggie stew. And if this works out, it's like once I get the pattern sorted out, it's really simple. It's just like going through that process of figuring out how everything was set up. Oops. Definitely don't want some zombies wandering in there and messing stuff up. I'd be a little upset if I lost all of my resources over here. It's a long drive to get more. Obviously, that's going to light up pretty well out here. I don't know if I'm going to need those. I need to turn those off and see what it looks like. How did I do this? Because I know I just didn't leave those hanging out by themselves. I wonder if I put these across the bottom as well. Something like that. If not, this will be a new design. As long as it works, that's totally fine. Alright, alright. I think that's gonna work. It might be slightly different than the other one, but I think it's close enough. That should do. Let me go ahead and set up the blocks for the rest of this then. That should be an angled block. Hey there, King Derby. How's it going? Oops. Oh, not too bad. Just been pretty busy doing job hunting stuff and trying to sort out everything that I'm doing with life. Yeah, I wanted to hop on here, try to get a lot of this remodeling done. So I'd like to have all of my bases finished by the time the new update comes out. If I can get that done, I'll be pretty stoked on this whole playthrough. I feel like I've learned a lot of lessons. I still have a long way to go with this game, but it has been a very good learning experience. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it is a good enough plan, at least. Okay. Yeah, see, it's not bad once you kind of sort out how it's supposed to look. You figure out one side and the rest just kind of follow. I end up killing myself on these spikes though. So I've got plenty of bandages. And also if I run out, I can just run around and gather up a bunch of aloe and make some more. Pretty simple stuff. Oh man. So how have things been on your end? Getting into that school life again? Okay. I'm just hoping that I have brought enough gas down here with me. I have a ridiculous number of barrels on my mini bike. Went around wrenching cars the other day, and as I'm wrenching cars, I just turn all of the gas into barrels. I think I've got like 70, I don't know, 71, 72 barrels or something like that in my mini bike. I might want to throw a few blocks up here, just in case. Sometimes I get a little carried away with taking the supports out. Right. I'm pretty sure I use these on the inside. I just kind of like the way they look. Helps cover up some of the lighting here. It's kind of silly how they stick. It sticks through the back, but no worries. Nice. Yeah, I think that's it. So basically, I just need to repeat that process 3 more times, and I should have all the lighting done on, well, at least this end of the base. See, 146 forged iron. I may have to go grab some more. I hope I have some over here. I'll be slightly upset if I do not. So I almost grabbed some before I left my base. I was like, I'm not gonna need it. I probably have a ton over there. Fix all of the bits of damage here. I've got the gun on there. I definitely don't need the Magnum right now. Kind of wish we had a larger belt to work with here. Maybe like an extra 3 or 4 more slots. It would help out the construction process quite a bit. Being a little more cautious on this one. I kind of doubt that I really need to be that cautious, but like I said before, I just don't want to have the top of this thing cave in on me. Just like one click left. Should probably get in and mess with this corner one first before it gets too far hidden. Go. 56. Alright. Yeah, pretty much every time the auger gets below 50% durability, I go ahead and repair it. It saves a few repair kits repairing it early like that, and once you get below durability, you start losing damage from it, so you're just not doing nearly as much. Oh, that was it right there. Oh my goodness. Nice. Alright, coming together quite nicely. I wish you could put one of these on a slant right there. Yeah, that block is taken up by that half block. But yeah, now that I've got this sorted out, it's actually going pretty quick. It only takes 2 repair kits right there. If you let it get much below, I think it's like below like 45% or something like that, it ends up costing 3 repair kits. And for a while there, I was kind of trying to save on those, since oil is kind of a finite resource. You cannot create it. But with all the wrenching of cars that I did recently to get the batteries I needed for all these spotlights, I've actually got like, I think 200 or 300 bottles of oil back in my base now. I've got a couple hundred repair kits just sitting on reserve as well. But still, no need to waste, right? I have a lot of blocks to go around and do slight repairs on. Get a little crazy with the auger every once in a while. Pretty much only one side left. Buy it. The reason I kind of like keep switching back and forth and not just constantly augering out all of these is I'm trying to prevent any screamers from showing up. So generally what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of augering, a little bit of like laying blocks or something like that, and then a bit more augering. Because I just don't really feel like dealing with screamer hordes right now. Ah! Alright, well, here's when we find out if we actually have enough forged iron to do this. Let me check right here before I take off. Nope. I also need to replace this hatch. I don't like the way it looks. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what we're working with here. None of those lights are on yet. That's kind of, this is what it's going to end up looking like when it's all said and done on all sides. And dog horde. Alright, awesome. If I die, I'm going to be very upset. Yeah, go ahead and run across the spikes, dog. Try to save some ammo. Dog infected me as well. Come on. If that one didn't make it. Oh, this one's not going to make it either. That one did, though. Really should have my gun out. This is kind of a waste. Alright. That wasn't too terrible. Grab an antibiotic real quick. Oh, this is awful. I do not have any more forged iron. Right? Alright, so what I'm going to do is just finish it, put up everything that I can, and then next time I come back out here, I will just come out with some more forged iron. Let's see. Is that a zombie? Okay, no, I thought I heard a zombie coming. It's like sometimes I gotta deal with another wandering horde. Alright, so I am gonna hunker down here for just a second. I'm gonna take like a 30-45 second break. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright. I'm pretty hyped. This is the last wall here. Not hyped enough to have grabbed my gas. Just grab a couple. That should be enough to finish this up. be so glad when this is all finished. This is one of the bases where I kind of have the least work to do. The other one that I have out here by the hub city is going to take a ridiculous amount of concrete. I'm just kind of like looking at the terrain. I mean, I left it. It's really ugly looking the way I have it left over there. So I think I'm going to take a good portion of, I don't know, I think it's like 10 blocks around from where the edge is now and just turn it all into concrete. Yeah, I want that base to look reasonably nice. Kind of not super looking forward to doing another horde out there. Like the barbed wire setup is alright. I mean, it's kind of fun because you get to move around a lot. But at the same time, that pit that I put right in the center is extremely inconvenient. Definitely fallen in there a few times. I had to like dig myself out. I like go through the steel pillars that I have at the bottom. Building that thing was a lot of fun. It was that was like the first big base that I built. Well, I guess it's not really all that big, but it was big at the time. You know, for me, it was the biggest thing I had built. It was a really good learning experience. It helped me a lot with the other bases that I've built since then. I don't know why I'm just switching those on as I put them up there. Yeah. Okay, there for a second I didn't know if I was going to be able to reach that one. Nice. Oof. Not too bad on wasted placement today, though. I think I've only missed 2. I think all of this can come up now. Turn that off. That is super bright. Yeah, I think those top ones, if I'm going to keep those spotlights, they at least need to be moved back. There we go. Alright, I just need to come back out here with some more forged iron. Why can't you reach the light? There we go. Alright. The inside is finished. Give a quick look real quick before I hop down. Alright. I just rotated right past it, didn't I? There we go. Too many supplies. Right. Excuse me. These I think I'm just kind of putting them in there however they work. Yeah, I think that's good. Should have left my little temporary scaffolding over here. Oh, I never turned that one on. I just walk on these. There we go. That side was a lot easier. Nice. This will all end up looking a lot better once I get all these iron plates upgraded. I don't know if I necessarily needed to do the bottom edge. That seems kind of wasteful, but what I should do is just go ahead and craft some more of these, though. What are these called? Reinforced metal siding. I should just be able to look for REI. Yep. How many can we make? Make 115. Let's just make 50. Pretty certain that I will end up using all of them. One time I try to take my time, it's like a million cycles until I get to it. Oh, this stuff looks awful. Right. Jeez, what am I doing? I can actually go right there. Nice. That looks kind of odd without the bottom plate there. There we go. Oh, iron bar's already up there. I'm really glad I made those extra 50 plates. Alright. Leave. That's about it. I just need to come back through and upgrade everything. And I'll be done. Not too bad, making good progress. Next horde is on 455. So I've got a few days left. I think I might make a trip back to my hub city base just to see if I have any forged iron laying about. I need quite a bit. Awesome. Take more trap damage, because why not? Turn all of these off and see what it looks like. I wish it was still nighttime, but I should still be able to get a pretty good idea of the way it looks. And regardless, like, whether I decide to keep these spotlights here or not, I will be moving them. I just need to wrench them all down here in a little bit. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. Goes most of the way up to the third set of ramps here. That one's actually in a really good spot. I wonder if I could just leave the corner ones where they are. I'm gonna leave them like this for now. And then when it hits nighttime, I'll be able to have a really good understanding of what all this is gonna look like. If I can get away with just these four corner ones, I might do that. Alright. The majority of that process is done. Next big thing is sorting out the mini bike entrance, which is going to be right over in here. Alright. Man, really bummed I didn't grab that forged iron while I was at my other base. I had a ton of it sitting right in front of me. I was like, I don't need it. I know I've got some floating around somewhere, but I do not. Come on now. There we go. Door did not want to close. Let's take a quick trip back to the other base. I think it's going to look pretty cool when it's all done. It's been pretty fun kind of doing the updates to all these bases. They just look more finished, I guess you could say. The desert out here is super hilly. The old mini bike's not a huge fan of going up the hills. Alright. This does get a little bit tricky because I don't actually have a marker on this old base anymore. I don't have my bedroll or anything like that in there. Which reminds me, I should put a bedroll down when I get back to the construction site. If anything happens, I do not want to be spawning back at my base that is like a million years from here. Okay. Oh man. I hope they take out like you being able to hurt yourself like that by running into a cactus. Like, I understand the big ones, but then you have like the little ones that are smaller than your mini bike tire and they still do damage to you. They do damage to the mini bike. That's not entirely fun. I guess I could be a more careful driver though, right? I think I started a mine over in that house one time. The desert is so vast though. Excuse me. Super easy to find oil shale. I'm kind of lazy about mining for the oil shale recently. I had a ton of extra animal fat and a lot of corn. So just I've been making like basically biofuel out of the cornmeal, murky water, and animal fat. Right. Got the hub city. I haven't been out here in a really long time. Kind of interesting to go back and loop through all the stores again. And all this needs to be cleaned up too. It looks terrible with all this grass. This is the base that I think is going to take the most work and resources to complete. And like this right here, like I got like divots and dips and hills and everything right before my mini bike entrance. Not cool. Yeah, this is my first mini bike entrance. I think I could have made it 1 block higher to give me a bit more room. But you got the tree garden, or I guess garden and tree farm in here, to put up a few supports to hold up the iron bars on top. Yeah, this has a hallway that goes all the way down. Do I still have stuff over here? Yup. A ton of stuff. I used to have torches in here, but with the trees and the lights and everything, it was just destroying the frame rate. It's like, even in here, there's too many lights. You can probably see the frame loss, especially when I look over at the trees. Pretty gnarly. So, probably could have spread these lights out a bit farther. Little turnaround ramp. Alright. Here's hoping for forged iron somewhere. Okay, not looking good. Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but it is definitely a good start. I didn't leave anything. It's been a while. Oh, oh yeah, that's right. Last time I was over here in the hub city, I was wrenching down a bunch of cars, and I died. Didn't have a bedroll over here. Let me just show you on the map. So I was over here wrenching down cars, died. Since I didn't have my bedroll, I got sent back to this base. And then I drove back. Went to get my bike, and when I got off, I got jumped by a couple ferals and a zombie bear. Before I could get a bedroll down, I got killed. So I had to go back to the other base, construct another bike, and then boogie on back here. So I just left a bike here. I've got a spare at the other base. I'm just trying to stock up on these things. Oh, wow, I have so much junk here. What do we got? I don't need any of this stuff. Oh, I better have some wood at this base. I know I just saw some. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna smelt all this stuff down and turn it into forged iron. Oh, I still have my anvil calipers and tool and die. Oh, they've all got it? Oh, of course, except for the, these ones I just used for concrete, so definitely didn't need that. Okay, so that's gonna take a bit. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I had this much, like, food and water left over here. Let's go ahead and eat it up, why not, right? It's just hanging out here. Trying to get my wellness back up from those deaths that I was just talking about. Back up to 243. Well, I've got a minute. Oh, there's bedroll. Take that one with me. I'm kind of go around the base here real quick. Before I put that underground walkway in, I actually used to like jump this gap, or like put a couple frames down and walk over there. Yeah, you can kind of see like all the edges, you know, just all that stuff over there is just really uneven, just because the terrain out here was uneven. And I got lazy and I just left it that way. Oops. But yeah, so I want to go around and actually even all this out, make it all concrete. I know it's not really all that necessary, but it does look a lot nicer. I think I might make from at this edge all the way down to the top of the tree farm here out of concrete, and then do like a concrete path over to the drawbridge, mini bike entrance there. I think it should look pretty nice once it's all done. It's a little rough looking right now. Seems like I need training on running around my barbed wire here. Yeah, and then down here, that's for all the zombies that fall into that pit. They just kind of get stuck down here, and clean them up after each horde, you know. Had a little space for loot. I thought I might even be like fighting down here from time to time, but I never actually did it. I came down here for a couple minutes the first time I used this base, and like, that's kind of silly. If I want a free fall pit, I should just use one. Oops. Oh, I did not even think of that. I won't be able to make this without clay. Well, I guess that's what I can do while I'm waiting on this stuff to smelt down. Let me just go grab some clay real quick. What do we got? Sure, there's some like right nearby. Yeah, here we go. I kind of want to wait until this sledgehammer finishes up so I can throw something else in there. Maybe this chest piece would probably take the longest. Oh, the iron shovel, right? I don't need that at all. Go. Yeah, 2.5 minutes. That'll work. Oh yeah, and I ended up putting a hay bale here because I figured I could just like, you know, jump from the top, land on that and it'd be fine, but I actually broke my leg every time I tried it. So I may have done something wrong with the placement on that, or maybe having the ladder right next to it or something, I don't know. But yeah, I've tried it a couple times and definitely broke my leg whenever I got to the bottom. Woo! I should need a ton of clay. Might only need like 1,000 or so. Just don't want to park on it. Hey, some more iron. I should probably just hold this down. I don't need to be super precise. Ooh, 1800. Should be good. It's that great thing about the auger. It's like, oh, I need some resources right quick. It just takes a few seconds. Get a mini bike jump. Woo! Yeah, a little lackluster, I guess. Console mini bike is super slow. It's like out of necessity though. It's like we can't load the chunks fast enough to have a fast mini bike. Or we'd just be like riding off into nothing and just loading into some random things. There we go. Okay, so 5 clay and 10 iron. Honestly, I'm probably already good on the iron that I need. So just let that clay sort itself out. Alright, so this is the top of it here. But as you can see, there's no corners. I ran into some structural integrity issues, and I actually could not place the corners there. And last time I was up here, I actually stepped on one of these blocks, and it fell off. So I need to replace that one. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I thought it was pretty well supported all the way down to bedrock. But I may have missed something somewhere. It created a bigger gap than I thought I did. But yeah, I thought the base was kind of fun, but like I said, it was a good learning experience. There are a lot of things that I didn't know about building in this game. It kind of caused some issues going through here. Alright, so that's gonna take a while. While it does that, might as well make a trip over to the hub city real quick. I might check out their working stiffs, see if they have anything good in there. Probably should have left that stuff inside. I'm actually gonna go put that down. If I die out here, I have to get sent all the way back to my other base. I'd definitely be upset. And I clicked it over into my bike. Yep. Meant to click it down to my hotbar there. That'll work. And basically, I'm just letting everything smelt down, and after I can actually start crafting it, I'm gonna take off back to the other base, because I think I should have enough to finish. Maybe. We'll see. Let's take a look at the map. There's one right there. Good old Hub City. Spent so much time in this place. Hey, backpack. Junk and more junk. Oh yeah, I forgot this is the one a cop blew up here and created this huge crater. Put some temporary blocks to kind of keep it from caving in. I hear a burning zombie somewhere. There he is. Oh, terrible aim. Why? I desperately need aim assist. Back in the day, like, what was it? I think it was Black Ops 1. I actually used to play without the aim assist on. And then I think when Modern Warfare 3 came out, it was automatic, like you had no choice. And that totally messed up my ability to aim without it. I just kind of never really got back into it. Wow. This dude has so many hit points. And I have wicked terrible aim. Jeez. Alright. Thought I had seen a body there. Nice. Game hooking it up already. Oh wow. I forgot I left all of that stuff here. Wow, the game is being super shady. 4 empty crates in a row? Really? Got a nail gun. Got a few back at the base, so it's not like super necessary as well. Wow, that was pretty awful. Let's just read those. Oh, I scrapped it. Whatever. That's a waste. I might as well just take them. Well, that was kind of a bust. Alright, where's the other one? They better have something decent. Ah, there it is. I'm pretty sure when I get back to the base, I should have enough to make a reasonable amount of forged iron. Ooh, crack-a-book. I really like the crack-a-books, like early game. After that, they're not nearly as useful. But they're still awesome for getting your scavenging up. Those and the poppin' pills. I think there's just so many things to open in each of those stores. It really helps. Alright. More junk that I left. Wow, this is like extremely bad. I don't know that I've come across so many crates that were empty. Oh, 3 forged iron. Want to give me like 100 or so? That would be fantastic. A 600 chainsaw blade? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I have so much scrap in here. Battery. Alright, I think what I need to do is pick a chest and just drop all of the extra stuff in it. And hopefully I'll remember next time I come back through here. It's like I really don't need any of this stuff. My character is actually pretty close to being completely broke. Oh, now you're freezing? Can I leave? I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Got some doors in there. There's the stuff I'm just gonna like scrap when I have room. I think I take that one as well. Cool. So next time I come back, I'll be wondering why there are like 5 tool and die sets in that chest. Well, I got a battery out of it. That's not too bad. Definitely would have liked to have more, but it's alright. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. PlayStation has trouble loading the areas. Mini bike was much faster. You just go like riding off into the nothingness. Oh, hey there, Zombie Gamer. Unfortunately, I made this on a single player file. Um, for me, the advantage to that was being able to pause it whenever I wanted. But now I'm realizing that it would have been cool to have it on just like a multiplayer server so that other people would be able to join. So unfortunately, I'm just kind of stuck here playing by myself. Yeah, sorry, man. Why am I not doing that? If I just grabbed him in here, that would save me a lot of time. Might as well just put all of that in there. I think that's it. Where did I put that stuff? Okay, cool. Make sure that I've got all my supplies. Head back to the other base. It looks like I should be able to grab a bit of this forged iron to take with me. I don't think the 270 or whatever is going to be enough. Yeah, that won't take too long. What's our food situation looking like? Pretty hyped that I have all of this stuff left in a base that I don't even use. There's just way too much stuff to take with me. For some reason I made a ton of bottled water, or if I would have made those into murky water, that would all be one stack. Wouldn't even be a full stack at that. Alright, that should be good. I'm just gonna let that stuff finish up. Okay. I need to grab that bedroll on my way out. Eventually I'll get out of here. I swear it. Just need to grab up some concrete. I think I left it in, yeah. Yeah, this base is kind of fun. It's still, it needs some work. Like it was a good learning base to get me going, but I will not put a pit, a free fall pit around the barbed wire set, or on the inside of the barbed wire setup again. So I've fallen in there too many times. Yeah, this is an old base that I haven't used in a really long time. I'm using it as like an in-between for the meantime while I'm doing construction on this base out in the desert. But yeah, I've got the good old tree farm in here, which I haven't harvested in forever. It's been a really long time. But yeah, I just put the garden in between them. I think it holds like 90, like 45 in each of those or something like that. Pretty nice. Yeah, I'll do a quick little drive around. This is the top portion where I used to take on the hordes. Still needs a ton of work. This will probably be the next base that I end up coming back to remodel. And then the top of the tree farm. Well, I am going to be playing on this for a bit, and then I need to hop off and do something about some food. It's actually been a little while. I think my body is starting to get upset that I have not fed it in a while. But I might be on later on tonight. We'll see. I'm not sure if a friend of mine is going to be hopping on. We've been kind of doing a lot of Killing Floor 2 recently. So we might hop on there, not sure yet. One of these days, yeah, we should hop in and do a game. It's been a long time. Oh jeez, I can't drive. It's too hard. Oh, was this a zombie I ran over earlier? Squished her on my way out to the base the first time. But yeah, I'll head over to the base that I'm working on right now. I ran out of forged iron. Like, I had almost completed a portion of the rebuild here and then ran out of forged iron. So I had to go make some real quick. Oh, don't fall in there. Yeah, unfortunately with my new job, I'm going to be working evenings. I mean, I go in at like noon or 1:30, and then I don't get off till like somewhere between 9 and 10. But I mean, it'd be pretty fun if we can find some time to do that. Maybe earlier in the day or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, just got a new job and still trying to sort out the schedule. I was hoping they'd give me day shifts, but I'm mostly going to be working evenings, it looks like. Which is a bummer. Okay, now I'm still going the right way. I was all looking at chat and thought I was looking the wrong direction. Yeah, hopefully we can sort out something. It'd be fun. And definitely next time I start a game like this, where I plan on putting in a bunch of time, I'm gonna make it on a just a server, so that other people can hop in, you know? So it'd be a lot of fun. Like all of these bases, they're way too big for just one person. I mean, it works fine and everything, but it's like I could easily have like 3-4 people at this place, not run into any issues. Alright. I'm gonna start this and there's gonna be a wandering horde that just shows up. Let's see how far we get with the iron that I've got. Alright. Oh my gosh, I didn't do anything. Came over here with over 300 at forged iron, it's already gone. Well, that's not too bad. I should be able to make quite a bit more when I get back. But for now, that thing is mostly done. The only thing I really need to do is, well, I do need to sort out the lighting situation, and then I need to figure out how I'm actually going to make this mini bike entrance. Oh yeah, I'm going to put that bedroll down right now. Forged iron. I upgrade one more block. Oh, there's already one here. Whatever. No, I got two. Alright. So what I want to do is put in... Basically, because like my other base, basically the pyramid setup is going up, and this one is going down. So I'm going to make kind of this opposite of the parking garage I made in my other base. This one will be in the ground, and I want to have a glass roof on it. So I think it should start right about here. And start the ramps down right there. It'd be amazing if you just had something to clear out multiple blocks of grass at the same time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That should be long enough. See, that's, what, 17? was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. I hate grass so much. I think that should work. Basically, the drawbridge is 4 wide. So I'm going to have an odd number length and an even number width, which may look a little strange, but I think it should be alright. That's not too bad, because I think what I can do is, I think glass will stretch out 4 blocks before it collapses. So I should be able to have glass spanning 4 from each side. So that's going to be the edge. 1, 2, 3, these center 4 are going to be taken up by the drawbridge itself. This is going to have to be longer. Yeah, the drawbridges just take up a ton of space. I want to be able to have at least a little bit of glass, you know, between them. Let's just make this thing huge, why not? Seven. Boy, I'm mad if I shot that crossbow bolt right there. I've done that before. I went to switch to my club like that, but accidentally had my crossbow out. Yeah, that's insta-death on console. I think on PC you could survive a pretty close blast like that, but it's not the case on console for sure. Alright. I think this is going to be much larger than I had thought it was going to be. I don't know if this is going to work out like I wanted it to. What I wanted to get was basically that inverted like pyramid shape. If I've got the drawbridge here, here, Yeah, it's basically just going to be a wall going straight down. Decisions. I've never actually built a mini bike entrance like this before. Oh cool, I did bring an extra drawbridge just in case. I don't want this whole space to be too massive. Should be right about there. But I do want to have a little bit of depth on this. I want to say at least 6 deep. So maybe I should dig first and then kind of figure out the dimensions. That may not be the best idea, but we're going to go for it. I want the ramps to start on this block. Now, one thing about the auger is like, if I'm just digging on sand or snow or something like that, like I'll wear the thing out entirely before I repair it. It's one tap no matter the durability of the thing. Just measuring that out, because that's where the ends of each of the drawbridges is going to be. Well, that's not bad. That will give me a fair amount of glass in between. I think that'll look alright. But yeah, once I actually figure out the depth of this, it's going to completely change the shape and size of this thing. Apparently gas is pretty handy for your auger. That's why I always carry the barrels. This is where it's gonna get kind of interesting. So I want to start this right here. Do that. And this is also the reason that I put the ladder on this side. Normally I would put it up this side here, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a doorway at the bottom of this that just kind of comes out of this wall here, and then I can get back on the ladder and go up or down as needed. So we're just going to do this one block at a time. And it should give me this one side, and then I can figure out what I want to do with the other one, which is basically just copying this side. It's gonna be interesting. This is the thing I love about this game, is just like building brand new things like you've never built before. It's like kind of a pain to get them sorted out, but it's so much fun once you do. Oh yeah, I forgot it's nighttime. I need to take a look at this lighting real quick and see what we're dealing with. Yeah, so underneath it's pretty well lit up. I just think having these on is going to be kind of excessive. Let's just check this one side and see what it looks like. Yeah, I think they're too close to the edge to really make a difference. They're shining down there where the other lights already are. These corner ones, though, are good, because they catch this top piece right here. Yeah, see, it didn't even make much of a difference after I turned them off. Maybe I will just do the corners. Really don't need like a ton of lights over here. I'll end up breaking this base as well. Kind of really like lights on the base. That's not too bad. It's a little bit dark there in the center, but everything else down here is so well lit, I don't think it matters. And then if I turn, oh, the mining helmet was on. Oops. I don't know. I'll have to think about that while I'm doing some of the other construction. I'll sort it out as I go. But really, not too bad. I kind of enjoy the look of it through here. I won't be down here fighting zombies, but it's not bad. Alright, back to digging. See, and like even this edge is going to have to be moved back, because as the ramps come down from this side, it's going to push these back necessarily, so just Still gonna need to be a lot of adjustments. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. Work smarter, not harder, right? Yeah, this thing's gonna be a little bit larger than I had anticipated. Go for broke though, right? Why not? And since I can probably only get about an 8 span on the glass across the top, what I will end up doing... You know what, I was gonna drop these down into the ground, but I think what I'm gonna do is leave them. Because then what I can do is, like, bring these out as far as I need to leave that 8 span for the glass. So you won't be able to see the whole thing in there, but I think once you drive into it, I think it'll look pretty cool. Yeah, I think 6 is probably going to be the shortest distance that I want to have on this. You have a little bit of travel between the surface and where I'll be parking. So we got here 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. This thing is going to be massive. I'm going to just dig these two out at the same time. I know it's going to be at least this. At 4 AM. Well, that doesn't really matter a whole lot, since the zombies are always running. Of course. I was doing so good about not making any extra holes. I guess that won't matter too much. What am I doing? That actually needs to go away. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Meant to do that. This is great though, like I've been in pretty serious need of sand and stone. Although I do believe it's costing me more resources to put this concrete in than the sand and stone I'm getting out of it, but whatever. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so that is one side. I'm not going to nail anything down yet. I need to make space for the door, and then these need to all come back. The actual space where I'll be able to park at, it's probably going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be one more over, I'll have to see. Maybe right there. It's right about there. That's not too terrible. Between those two frames that you can't really see because they just kind of blend in with the other two frames, or the rest of the frames down there. Nice. Alright. Next order of business. I'm going to put in space to the floor and then start going up the other direction. Ooh, my dude is super overheating. It's going to be... I think that should do it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll match the drawbridge. So I at least need to go out to here. Really hoping this all works out. I think it'll look kind of neat, as long as I don't screw it all up. Wasting sand. This is like definitely one of the reasons that I will suggest building in a biome that has the resources that you need. And sand is one of those that you need all the time. And I believe I've broken the world. Okay, there we go. It fixed itself. Yeah, if you build out in a desert, you will have a ton of sand for a while. I did a lot of construction after I built this base and didn't even come close to running out of sand. repair this thing. I'm not gonna make it much longer. Come on, auger, you can do it. Yeah, with like sand and snow, it's more worthwhile to wear it all the way out. Like I said, it takes one click, regardless of how long or how poor the durability is, and this way you'll just get more use out of it. I'll end up saving you repair kits in the long run this way. Like about mining though, like 50% is my cutoff. If I go a bit below 50%, I go ahead and repair it. I forgot I brought all those extra repair kits with me. Oops. Pretty excited to see how this turns out. Like right now I've just kind of got like an idea of what I think it's going to look like, but I can tell that as I'm digging through here doing this stuff, that idea is changing. It should be fun though. Alright, almost there. Awesome. Alright. That is going to have to be dug out one more, so I can actually put the blocks in for the floor. But I will be using the redwood blocks. Just doing a quick look around, make sure that I'm not going to have a bunch of zombies pile on top of me in here. So this is going to be the next thing I need to do. Actually, I should probably should have done this earlier. I'm just realizing my mistake of the digging that I did. I actually dug out too much here. It's all good. How am I going to do this? That should go there. Do corner piece, corner piece. And really, once I get one of these sides sorted out, it should be fine. Right. I'm going to switch over to the wood frames that I don't have on me. Just so I'm not wasting my rebar filling in these gaps that I made. I need to make a few more. Konnichiwa. How's it going? I would try to speak a bit more Japanese, but I'm sure my Japanese is fairly terrible, so I will spare your ears. But thank you. Thank you for coming. I'll have to look that up. Get Oh, I see. Okay. So you play 7 Days to Die as well. Got it. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. I enjoy it quite a bit. Um, 死ね。どうして？ Make sure I'm doing this right. Unfortunately, I do not speak enough Japanese. I know a little bit here and there, but that's about it. Oh, I see. Well, thank you for stopping by. I need to brush up on some of that. And this is definitely something I've mentioned before. You really don't need to upgrade the blocks underneath here. I'm fairly certain it will not mess with your structural integrity, but it kind of bothers me knowing that I have unupgraded frames down there. One more row. Right. So basically you should have a space for a corner piece that goes all the way up here. I think that's about right. Yeah, this thing is going to be way larger than I had originally anticipated. It's not bad. Like, I think it's going to look cool. But that's kind of rough. Okay. So now I can start building the other side up. It's got to right here. So what, I need 5 blocks from this line. 6 to this corner. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to have the glass span that far. Oh, that must have been from one of these little bushes that fell. Man, I am pretty hyped about this. I know it's just a parking structure, but it's just fun to build in this game. Like, this is the stuff that's actually causing my construction to take way longer. Like, all the remodeling that I'm doing. It's like, hey, how about I put in this thing that I don't actually need, but I think will look nice. Or at least look interesting, right? I want to make sure that I'm not gonna, because like this I'm gonna have to fill in with a lot of wooden blocks like I did on the other side. So I don't want to have to do that with this back wall as well. So, check this out real quick. I think it's these 4 right here. Seven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Come on, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's my airdrop. that means it is 2 days until the horde. And just drop a marker on that. Yeah, I have airdrops come once a week, and that's primarily just to make sure that I'm aware that there's about to be a horde coming. And normally, 2 days is plenty enough time for me to kind of sort out what it is that I'm doing, get back to a base if I need to, or kind of finish up some construction so I can take down a horde at the new base. Make sure this is right before I start digging anymore. Dude, why can't you jump? Jump. 7. 6, 7. Okay. This is 18 wide. This is so much larger than I thought it was gonna be. Oh well. There we go. I really do think if you drop a rebar frame on some grass, it should just crush the grass and not just like oddly fall over. Okay. So in the interest of saving materials, I'm going to kind of do this one row at a time here. Nice. I should be able to take that one, that one, that one. And that one. That should give me the right angle that I need to finish that out. Oof. That fog is no joke. It's like I have an enormous building right here and I can't even see it. Oh man, fog on the console is serious biz. Okay. Not too bad. Over 13,000 sand already. Help me make another 13,000 concrete. Which, what, that's like 130 blocks or something. Oh wait, no, 13,000. That's gonna be like 1,300 blocks, my bad. I'm gonna have to mess with that here in just a bit. Alright, everything's coming together nicely. As soon as it hits nighttime, this is going to be kind of ridiculous as far as trying to see anywhere. It's so weird. Like, I've had it go, like, you know, days in game where it was foggy like this. Like, I just couldn't see. For, like, you know, 2 or 3 days straight. I definitely hope they fix with the new patch. We are supposed to be getting a new engine though, so the update should make that work a lot better. So close. And like, I'm not going to nail all of this stuff down right now. I'm gonna finish like digging this out, putting the ramps in, just making sure it kind of looks about the way I like, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it on this stream. As mentioned earlier, I definitely need to get some food in me. I was actually on here a bit longer than I thought I was going to be after I said that. Just get sucked in though. Definitely love me some building. Oops. I hope we get that option for simple rotation as well. The simpler advanced rotations. The simples would just be like, you know, rotating on these axes here. And you wouldn't have like the sideways, upside down, and all that jazz. So it would definitely save you a million clicks. It's crazy to think of how often you rotate things, especially on a big build. Like, that would be, it'd be kind of interesting to calculate, but then I kind of wonder what I was doing with my life after that, I think. Alright, well that one meets up. All I have to do is fix my enormous mistake right here. So why does that look weird? Oh, because there's gonna be a ramp right there. And that's where those should meet up. Guess that's good. I kind of like messed up this whole side here. That is alright. And this is, I mean, yeah, it is pretty much a waste of resources. Like, but wood is definitely one of those ones you can come by very easily. Like I think my tree farm back at the base, I get like 36,000 every time I harvest it. It's got like 40 trees out there or something. And I haven't harvested it in a long time just because I haven't needed it. Just make sure I'm doing this right. Seems that way. Basically, just have to watch the corner on my left side here. Thought I heard a zombie. And it's not like I could see him anywhere. With this most ridiculous fog. I've already had 2 dog hordes today, so hopefully I won't have to deal with any more of those for a little bit. Did I just do what I said I didn't want to do? Get myself sidetracked here, not paying attention. Oh, space. Yeah, I'm gonna need one there. Okay. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh my dude is super thirsty. I think he'll survive though. Oh man, it's almost done. Try to put the bottom ones in first. Right. Alright, I think that's it. So we got the, fill that space in. Got the space for each of the corners. There, right there. And I really did, like, completely ruin that back wall. Do I have some concrete on me? Let's make some corners real quick and see how that's looking. Inside corners. I'm probably gonna need, what, at least like 24 of them? Let's just make 30. Thankfully I've got quicker crafting maxed out, or else this would take a little while. Oh my gosh. Alright. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Luckily it's only got 3,000 hit points. Well, I guess fill that gap in with a concrete block, why not? Alright. Yeah, I really hope they add a simple rotation option. Nice. It's all about to be like, hey, I'm done now. There we go. So I think this will work. Only need a 4 wide gap for basically my landing zone for when I come in on the mini bike. The drawbridge being 4 wide. Should go straight down here. So my doorway is going to be right here. And then this will, I mean, I might as well just do this right now. And whoop, there we go. Goes right in there. And still go up this way to get out to the base. And then that heads over to the horde defense. This is going to be a little... Oh, maybe that won't be too tricky. And I'll end up, like, you know, finishing all of that out. I'm going to do the floor in redwood and the hallway and all that. It's kind of been my thing recently, is all the wood that I've been putting down at the bases with all the remodeling has been redwood. Just because we don't have the paint tool or anything like that, so we either get brown wood or redwood. And then, like, you know, the concrete color or steel color, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. And what I'm gonna have to do, because this is such an enormous gap, let me see here. These are gonna have to close the gap because I want a glass roof on it, but I'm pretty sure I can only stretch the glass 8 blocks, like 4 from either side. I mean, I guess I could just test that real quick. I keep saying, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hop off here in just a minute. And it's like, wait, let me test this, let me look at this. If I need to make more glass, it's no big deal, it's pretty easy stuff. Alright, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be a fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm thinking is the glass should be able to make it 4 with no issues. Okay, so 4 is fine, and like if you put one more on there, it'll just fall. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see if it will combine support. Nope. Okay, so 8 wide is as far as I can span glass without additional supports. And this is, what is it, 18? So I need to come in 5 blocks off of each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Basically, I'm going to end up filling these in with concrete blocks. Kind of something like that. Like, it'll still have that ramp look and feel to it, but I'll actually be able to span the glass there. Well, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it for now. Definitely need to go eat some food. And next time I hop on here, hopefully the fog will have cleared up, and then I can just get all this nailed down and actually see what I'm doing. But yeah, thanks for everyone who stopped by and checking it out, and yeah, I will see y'all around.